Don Deeva, new collection. I'm going to share the new Don Deeva collection, which is coming out Friday the 9th, today. And I'm really excited to show you. There are 8 gorgeous polishes. Okay, so details. The Don Deeva, which I will link like their website and their Instagram and all of that fun stuff. They're an indie maker, and I'm not gonna lie, they're kind of filling the bees lacquer void in my heart. She uses a lot of OGUP pigment, so all of the polishes are really shifty, and everything's really unique and beautiful, and they all have really fun names. So I'm really excited to share these with you. I swatched for them last month, but I didn't do a video. So I'm gonna do a video this month with some longer form swatches. Everything that I'm swatching today is available on the 9th of December. So you can go to their website and you'll be able to order polishes. I'm really excited to share. They're really pretty. Have really great names, and so let's get to it, because what are we here for? So this is Sid 4.0. It's a remake of a very popular polish, but there are a few small differences from the original. So this polish has a magenta base, but it has 3 times the amount of red to green to gold OGUP pigment, as well as pastel pink, hexes and squares, and orange microflecks all throughout. So you can see I'm a little light on the first application, but I mean, that shimmer and those flecks come through just with 1 coat. And then with 2, it makes the shimmer pop even more. This is such a great shifty polish. It's so shimmery, and the OGUP just really shines. This is some natural light. I didn't get full sunlight though. Can you even with this name? This is Strawberry Crotch. It's a red berry colored base, and it's loaded with green to gold OGUP, and it's like a really nice jelly polish. You can see it goes on kind of pink, and it's really the perfect strawberry color. So it goes on beautifully. So this is obviously 1 coat, and it goes on so smooth. And then there's a bit of a blue undertone as well, which makes it a little like kind of not as warm as you think it would look. I went in with a 2nd coat. I did a little thick, but that's okay. My nails are pretty long, and I usually have pretty visible nail line, and you can see a little bit of it through here. But really, it's pretty opaque in 2 coats. I think it'd probably be fully opaque in 3, but it is like the perfect sparkly, shimmery strawberry color. I love it. It's one of my favorite things I put on. The name is amazing, and it is just perfect. It's for all seasons. Another polish, another excellent name. This is Who Pissed in My Snow Globe, and it is the perfect snow globe polish. It's a mix of white and icy blue glitters in various shapes and sizes. It also has green to gold OGUP and Holo flakes. So it's just super sparkly and good. And this is 1 coat. I probably should have used a little bit more of a base coat with just kind of with a tint to it, just to make it kind of more of a look. But I mean, this is 2 coats, and it has pretty decent coverage, so can't be mad at that. And this is only 2 coats over my natural nails. I don't have, you know, I don't have a blurring base coat on. I don't have a colorful base coat on, and it's so shimmery. This beauty is Petty Betty. When I pulled this out of the bag, I was like, oh, this is amazing. And it is the shiftiest, like, maybe not shiftiest, but it's like so sparkly, and the blue shift is so strong on this that it's just a beauty. So you can see kind of in one coat, I kind of didn't do as much on my index and my ring. My middle is kind of, you know, more how I apply polish, but it goes on really nice and smooth for being kind of like a thin-ish formula. But this polish is a deep violet base with green gold UP and red green UP. There's also blue flakes in there that you can see, Holo flakes, and a bunch of other pigments that makes it really, really dimensional. So I'm on record as being not a huge purple person, but this is definitely one that I would wear on the reg. And of course, how to get a little natural light action with this. You can get a little sun. You can really see how shifty it is. The Nancy to the Sid. So this is Nancy 4.0, another remake of another very popular polish with some differences. As you can tell, this is the same formula as Sid 4.0, but this polish has a deep indigo base, so it's definitely a little darker, a little more purple. And there's an absolute insane amount of red, green, gold, OGUP. This also still has those pastel pink hexes and squares and the orange micro flecks throughout it. But it's, as you can tell, it's definitely much more of an indigo, blue, purple base. But it is just as shifty as Sid. I was actually really, really impressed with both of these. Because, you know, sometimes when you get glitter polishes or stuff that has stuff in them, it doesn't get evenly dispersed. And as you can tell, I mean, this is the second coat, but even by the first, the hexes and everything throughout are dispersed perfectly. You can really see the shift there. And then you get a little natural light action. This is a little cooler, a little darker, but just as shifty. The OGUP really shines. Daytona Pee'ch. So this polish is actually a thermal. I don't have a ton of experience with thermal polishes, and so I was like, hey, why not? This seems fun, and I really, really love the base color of this as well. I also tend to be really cold, so I don't know how thermals react, but this one is also incredibly reactive. You'll see at the end how reactive it is. So this polish, Daytona Pee'ch, is like an olive green with some like peachy color in there as well. And there's a ton of green to gold OGUP in there. So it's really subtle. And then, you know, if you're washing your nails, your hands, or if you're, you know, kind of going about your day, you'll see the super, super bright peachy orange thermal pop up. It's very cool. But you can see it's also kind of this perfect green color. I love it. It's perfect. And I'm really, really excited to show you the shift. I can't do it when I swatch, but this is it dried. It dries a little darker than it goes on, but look at that. Keys to the UFO. She's a magnetic. She has OGUP. She has Holo. So this is my favorite way to apply magnetic polish. I just kind of lay the magnet under, and you can kind of see how it cures on there. I probably should have showed you one of these over maybe a darker base coat just to see how it looks with one coat of the magnetic. I really try to layer magnetic polish on pretty thick because the pigment needs space to move. So I'm just obviously magnetizing one nail, and you'll see I layered it on pretty thick with this one, and you can see it magnetize. So this polish is a deep berry base with green gold UP and red green OGUP. So it's kind of like a nice plum, and then it has hollow flakes and a 5D magnetic pigment that glows blue, purple, and pink, as you can see. And I had a rainy day, so I wasn't able to show everyone in the sun, but you can really see that blue shift. And last but certainly not least is Arsenic. This is a magnetic and OGUP. And this one's just like a really, it's just really pretty. It's kind of subtle. The magnetic isn't super, 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 super strong, but you can see it come across, obviously. So it's a really nice pink base. And then it's just packed with red to green to gold OGUP, and you can also see that my ring finger kind of magnetized in a funky way. I actually really liked it. But yeah, I just kind of did two pretty thick coats. As you can see, this one went a little thick. And then it magnetized really, really, really well. And it's really pretty. I really like how kind of subtle it is, and it's kind of like the velvet nails without trying to do velvet nails. And I had to do some cleanup, of course, but you can see the OGUP right there. And I also still didn't have sun, but you can kind of see it's not shifty, but it's just so good. Yay. So that was that was 8 of the polishes that the Don Deeva is releasing this month. She does monthly releases, so on my Instagram at polished bookworm, I will always have swatches of whatever she's releasing, as long as she keeps sending me stuff. And I'll keep sharing on here as well, because they're really, 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 they're just pretty. And like I said, they're kind of filling that bee's knees lacquer void of uniqueness with quality too, because the polishes go on really, really well, as you can see. And I'm really excited to start sharing these here. Have a good one.